Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Revise Pathology. Today we are going to discuss on the topic that is morphology of reversible cell injury. In the previous video, I have described a brief, brief into the morphology of irreversible cell injury. Now I'm going to briefly describe about what is the morphology of reversible cell injury. And a humble request: don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Revise Pathology, like, comment, and share my videos. Now coming to the topic. So once we are going to discuss about morphology of reversible cell injury. Previously, I have described what is reversible cell injury, what's irreversible cell injury, what are the molecular changes, okay, what are the pathogenesis that takes place in it, and what are the different types of irreversible cell injuries. Okay, now we are going to describe and what are their morphology. Now, today, here, I am going to describe the morphology of reversible cell injury. You see, basically, morphology of reversible cell injury is it's a retrogressive change, okay, or you can say it's a simple change that occurs in any sort of a cell, which is basically non-lethal. As soon as the toxin is being taken care of, okay, or any sort of chemical products is being taken care of, the cell gets back into its normal shape and functioning. So based on that thing, there are few examples. Okay, for example, those examples are hydrophic changes, hyaline changes, mucoid changes, and fatty changes. Okay, so based on these examples, we are going to understand what is the morphology of irreversible cell injury. Now let's come here. What I have written here is simple. These are retrogressive changes, okay, or simple reversible cell injury that are being applied to non-lethal cell injuries. As simple as anything. As soon as the toxin is taken away, or the damaging product is being taken away or is treated, the cell gets back normal to its shape and it is functioning. So how can we understand it? We will just understand it using these examples, and we will just go it in brief. Okay, we'll just go in brief, we'll just dig in brief. Okay, so first we will the examples are as follows. That is, first of all is hydrophic changes, hyaline changes, mucoid changes, and fatty changes. Okay, I'm just going to explain two or three, not more than that. Fine. So we will first of all go with hydrophic changes. All right. So, guys, coming to the hydrophic changes. Hydrophic changes, from the name itself, hydro, that means accumulation of water, okay, within the cells. As simple as anything. Okay. So, let's see here what is it? Accumulation of water within the cytoplasm of the cell. ठीक है ना? Wait, I'm sorry about it. Okay. Within the cytoplasm of the cell or within the cell. Fine. And it is also called as cloudy swelling or vacuolar degeneration. It is also called as cloudy swelling or vacuolar degenerations. Now, let's come to etiology. So, the etiology is bacterial toxins, chemicals, burns, high fever, intravenous administrations, fine, of some isotonic fluids, okay, due to which hydrophic changes will occur. Fine. Now, we will come to it is pathogenesis. But before that, I will repeat it once again. So, what is hydrophic changes? First of all, it's accumulation of water within the cytoplasm of the cell. Next, it is also called as cloudy swelling or vacuolar degenerations. Now, coming to the etiology. What are the etiology is? Bacterial toxins, fever, intravenous administration of some isotonic fluids. Okay, and there is chemicals, burns, and there are so many other factors. Fine, for hydrophic changes. Now let's come towards the pathogenesis. Okay, so guys, coming to the pathogenesis is quite simple, nothing much complicated. You see, first of all, we should know we have come to the etiology. That is, why is it? What are the reasons that it is being caused? Okay. Now we will see the pathogenesis. In pathogenesis, first of all, we will see hydrophic changes is caused due to impaired regulation of sodium and potassium levels in the cell. It is caused due to impaired regulation of sodium and potassium levels in the cell. Okay, with that, what will happen? Intracellular accumulation of sodium will occur. Fine. Here, basically, the process starts from here. Okay, the process will start from this is the reason why it happens once there is an impaired regulation of sodium and potassium levels in the cell. Now, what happens basically is there is being an intracellular accumulation of sodium. Okay, intracellular accumulation of sodium, as well as at the same time escape of potassium will occur. Fine. Simultaneously, more potassium comes in, I'm sorry, more sodium comes in, gets accumulated, more potassium escape occurs. Okay, now what will happen by it? It is being accompanied by rapid flow of water into the cell. So automatically sodium gets in, potassium gets out, along with rapid flow of water, and swelling occurs, cellular swelling occurs. So this is how the hydrophic changes occur. Now, saying it once again, repeating it once again, and making it very simple for you guys. Hydrophic changes occurs because of impaired regulation of potassium and sodium levels in the cell. All right. Next, what happens? Intracellular accumulation of the sodium will occur along with escape of potassium. Okay, wait a second. Leave this one. Okay, intracellular accumulation of sodium and escape of potassium. You see, simultaneously two processes are taking place. Okay, this is sodium getting in and along with escape of potassium. Potassium is getting out. Fine. And what happens then? Rapid flow of water occurs within the cell. This is cell. Okay, consider this as cell. Sodium gets in excess, potassium gets out along with water, and cellular swelling occurs. Simple. Okay, so this is the process of hydrophic change. Now let's come to it is morphology and microscopy. All right. So guys, coming to the morphology, so we will see first of all what is the gross. The gross is simple. Obviously, once there will be accumulation of fluid and accumulation of water, the organ will look enlarged. Okay, the organ, it will look enlarged, and the cut surface will bulge outwards and it will become opaque. Fine. So what is, the organ will become enlarged and the cut surface will bulge outwards and will be opaque. Fine. Now we will see what are the organs that are affected in it. It can be kidney, pancreas, heart muscle, spleen, and the organs goes on. Fine. Next, coming to the microscopy. Okay, in the microscopy we will see first of all cells are swollen. That is definitely cells will be swollen. Next, nucleus are pale. Okay, and cytoplasmic bulbs will be seen in them. Fine. So what are the microscopy? Microscopy is cells are swollen, nucleus are pale, and cytoplasmic bulbs. Bulbs means bulge. Okay, cytoplasmic bulge will be seen there. Bulging of cells will occur. Fine. Wait. Okay, we will write this. Okay, the meaning of bulbs is bulging. Bulging will occur there. So, repeating it once again. So, what will be the morphology? First of all, the gross, the organ will be enlarged, and in the cut surface, it will bulge outwards and it will be opaque. Next, the organs that are affected are kidneys, heart muscle, and pancreas. Sorry, huh? So, kidneys, pancreas, and heart muscle. And microscopy, what is there? Cells are swollen, cytoplasmic bulging will be seen, or cytoplasmic bulbs will be seen, and nucleus are pale. That is your you know, hydrophic changes. Now we will jump to the next example or to the next good thing that will explain the morphology of the reversible cell injury are hyaline changes. Okay, let's dig in deep, but in brief. So, guys, coming to the next topic, that is hyaline change, which is an example. Okay, so what is hyaline change? Hyaline change is nothing but it is just an historical term. Sorry, histological term. Sorry, it's a histological term for glassy, homogeneous, eosinophilic appearance of a proteinaceous material that is stained in hematoxylin and eosin sections. Okay, repeating it once again. What is hyaline change? It is nothing, just a histological term for glassy, homogeneous, eosinophilic appearance of a proteinaceous material. Those are stained in hematoxylin and eosin sections. Okay. Now, there are two types based on the conditions or based on the pathology. There are two types of hyaline change. One is extracellular, another is intracellular. Now, let us see what are the examples that come in intracellular and extracellular hyaline changes. So guys, some of the examples of the intracellular hyaline changes are as follows. First, we will see where is intracellular hyaline changes occur. These mostly occurs in the epithelial cells, where it occurs in the epithelial cells. Next, the examples of the intracellular hyaline changes are, first of all, you will see it in hyaline droplets, okay, which is seen mostly in proximal tubules of the epithelial cells. That is due to the accessory absorption of the plasma proteins in proteinuria. Okay. Second one, you will see hyaline degeneration of the rectus abdominis muscle, which is also called as Zenker's degeneration, and it happens in typhoid fever. Okay. Next is the Russell bodies, which is found in excessive immunoglobulins. Fine. Now let's go towards the extracellular hyaline changes, the examples of the extracellular hyaline changes. All right. So guys, now let's go towards the extracellular hyaline changes. So, the extracellular hyaline changes, it is mainly seen in the connective tissues, and it has got very simple and common examples. For example, you can see it in extracellular hyaline changes can be seen in old scars, hyalinized old scars. Okay, in leiomyomas of uterus. Okay, but there will be a hyaline degeneration in, and then there is leiomyomas of the uterus. Fine. In hyalinized glomeruli. Okay, then in chronic glomerulonephritis. Okay, these are the best examples seen I'm sorry, these are the best examples where extracellular hyaline changes can be seen. Now let's come to the last one, and that is fatty changes. So guys, last but not the least, fatty changes. Basically, now what is fatty changes? It is nothing, just intracellular accumulation of the fat in the parenchyma of, okay, or in the parenchyma cells. Fine. So what is the fatty changes? It is nothing but intracellular accumulation of neutral fat within the parenchyma cells, and the best example is fatty liver. So guys, that's all, and we will see. Next thing is we will proceed with the next topic. But till then, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and share my videos. Okay, stay tuned to my channel, and please comment on it. Okay, as well as give your suggestions also on my videos, whether you guys like it or not. And thank you so much for all the love that you guys are giving me, and continue giving the support and love from all of you guys. And don't forget to subscribe and take care of your health. Assalamu alaikum.